Well, they're already improving on the Mesoamerican barrier reef. So comparing its overall condition and healthy reefs for healthy people, the Healthy Reefs Initiative does every 2 years does an assessment on a whole lot of different things about the reef, including, for example, algal cover. I mean, one of the things that's happening is that if you get too many nutrients, uh, too much sewage, too much agricultural runoff in the water, uh, algae thrive and algae can smother the corals. So they measure all different kinds of areas, the fish population, the biomass of the fish, not just how many fish there are, but how big the fish are in aggregate. They're finding modest improvements along most of the countries along the reef. Um, One of the things that is leading to improvement is that many of the school systems include environmental education and kind of, I don't know if you'd say propaganda, but encouraging the school children to consider the reef a source of pride, local pride, just like the local soccer team or something is a source of pride. But this is ours, and this is something we share with the other countries along the reef. There are 4 countries that share the Mesoamerican barrier reef. The ones with the greatest extension are Mexico and Belize, and then Guatemala and Honduras. Honduras more than Guatemala, but Guatemala has a bit of a piece there. Um, as as these young people are educated, and as they're given the opportunity as their, let's say, after school or vacation job, learning to scuba dive and helping the scientists measure various different factors along the reef, that's going to bring some political will to bear. That's not going to solve the warming of the oceans globally, but uh, people are going to be, that you get hotel operators saying, uh, or restaurant operators in hotels and elsewhere saying, we're not going to serve lobsters out of season. We're only going to serve them in season. Then we'll make a big deal about, now it's lobster season. But we're going to give the lobster population a chance to regenerate. We're going to um, serve lionfish. Lionfish are an invasive species that's come from Asia in the last 30 years to the Caribbean and to Florida. And they're beautiful, and they're also very tasty. And they reproduce in fantastic numbers. So instead of having red snapper, which is arguably not exactly endangered, but its population is limited. Instead of having your tacos, your fish tacos be red snapper or grouper, have them be lionfish. And yes, lionfish spines are poisonous if you touch them, but they are venomous, but they're not poisonous. The meat is completely safe to eat.